Hi everyone, the diagram shows a triangle defined by points A, 3, 9, B, 15, 6, and C is point 5, 3. And we're going to answer these 3 questions for the IB exam. So the first one, it says calculate the gradient of line AC. So that basically means the slope of AC. This point here. So the slope is the slope formula that's given to you on the IB exam. So it'll be X, sorry. So just take your 2 points, A and C, and you can let A be 0.1 and C be 0.2. So we'll let the C go first. So that's going to be 3 minus 9 divided by 5 minus 3. So that's going to equal negative 6 divided by 2, which equals negative 3. All right, so there's that part. Determine, given a reason, whether angle ACB is a right angle. So is that a right angle? And what we can do is find the gradient of CB. And if these two lines are perpendicular, then this would be a right angle. So let's do that. So if you calculate that gradient, that's going to be CB. So that would be, let's just start with this 0.2 and this be 0.1. So that would be 3 minus 6 divided by 5 minus 15. So that's going to equal negative 3 divided by negative 10, which is 3/10. So when you look at these two perpendicular lines, so if you have line 1 perpendicular to line 2, then the two slopes, the slope of line 1 times the slope of line 2 should equal negative 1. In other words, they should be negative reciprocals, and they're not. So this is not a right triangle. Another way to do it is through the distance formula. And you can find the distance of AB, distance of AC, and the distance of BC. And you use your distance formula. And for AB, you're going to get 3 minus 15 squared plus 9 minus 6 squared. And that's going to be square root of 153. For AC, we get the square root of 3 minus 5 squared plus 9 minus 3 squared. And that's going to be square root of 40. And then for BC, you're going to get square root of 15 minus 5 squared plus 6 minus 3 squared. That gives you the square root of 109. So let's label this. This would be AB is square root of 153. And CB is this one, is square root of 109. And this one's square root of 40. Now, if you use your Pythagorean Theorem, you'll notice that square root of 40 squared plus square root of 109 squared does not equal square root of 153 squared. Because basically this is going to be 149 does not equal 153. So that's another way to do it. All right, so let's do the next part. All right, it says the straight line L is parallel to BC and passes through A. So we already know the gradient of BC, and that was what? That was 3/10. So all you have to do is for the slope, you have the same slope if they're parallel. Parallels have the same slope. So we're going to write y equals mx plus b. And our slope is 3/10. And then our point A here is there. So just plug that in. So you get 9 equals 3/10 times 3 plus B. So that's going to give you 9 minus 9/10 equals B. So this is going to be actually 81. If you use, you can just use a calculator on this, but this would be 90 divided by 10 minus 9/10, which equals 81/10 is B. So now we need to, now that we have that, we have our equation as y equals 3/10 x plus 81/10. So we'll write that here again. Y equals 3/10 x plus 81/10. Now we need to write it in this form. So we're going to multiply everything through by 10 first. Get rid of that fraction. You can't have fractions. So you get 10y equals 3x plus 81. Now put our x first. You have negative 3x plus 10y minus 81 equals 0. And also, you can't lead with the negative, so negate everything, and you're going to get 3x minus 10y plus 81 equals 0. And they're all integers. And it tells you A, B, and D are integers. That means whole numbers, including positives and negatives. It means no fractions. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.